Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. So if you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for sharing your energy with me. It is very much appreciated. I love all of your likes and your comments. When you guys leave me comments and tell me like how things resonated or what's going on in your life, I very much appreciate that. It's kind of validating for me, but it also kind of helps me check in with you guys, you know, and that way we can build a collective and just kind of get to know each other. So I love that. So thank you for that. It does help my channel grow as well. So follow me on TikTok and YouTube. Trying to grow those collectives this year. It's just been a huge goal for me to build my collective and have a spiritual community of my own, to be able to chat with people. And I want to start like a group, like a membership group where we can all kind of get together and do like, I can do like a small tarot reading and, you know, we can all just kind of chat and tap in with each other. So anyway, if you are new, I'm going to pull 2 of these oracle cards, kind of get a feel for where you're at. This is a love reading. And then I will pull from the tarot. We'll see like what's in your energy, what's your person's energy. And then I did kind of bring out a couple. I brought out this romance deck, and then I brought out the love oracle that I have. Just a couple little decks at the end to kind of tie everything together. It is storming. I don't know if you can hear that thunder. That's craziness. Texas weather is crazy. Like it was hot and sunny, and then all of a sudden it just started pouring down rain. I had no idea it was gonna rain. So anyway, maybe that's simple for you. Things happening unexpectedly, what you don't expect. So let's grab a couple of these oracle cards. Let's see what the overall energy is here for you. Okay. So this is kind of, wow, that's funny because we have intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. So maybe you're wanting to be more intimate, maybe someone's wanting to be more intimate with you, or maybe you feel like your relationship is very intimate. And then we have shocking, turmoil, trouble, unexpected. We were just talking about the weather being unexpected. So maybe it's unexpected that somebody wants this intimacy with you, or maybe it's an unexpected turn in your relationship, your current relationship. Again, it is a general reading. So take it how it resonates. It could be somebody that you are in a relationship with, someone from the past coming back. It could be just a friend that you're, you know, maybe wanting more with, or maybe they're wanting more with you. Again, general reading, and it's just about who's in your energy. So sometimes you may not even know that they're in your energy. We're going to pull from the tarot, and we're going to look at your energy, their energy, the energy of the relationship. Okay. So in your energy, we have the 6 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. In your person's energy, we have the 7 of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the King of Cups. And in the relationship, we have the 5 of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Empress. Underneath, we have the Hierophant. What is the overall energy here, spirits? Overall energy for the spirit. We have the Ace of Swords, which is all about truth and clarity. So maybe we have some truth and clarity coming in, or maybe there was some truth spoken and it could have caused a shocking moment. This shock, this turmoil. So underneath we had the Hierophant, which is about institutions, traditions. It can be about religion, spirituality, religious institutions, corporate America, things like that. So this could be a marriage. This could be someone that you're married to, somebody that wants marriage, or somebody that you were married to. Again, take it how it resonates. So in your energy, we have the 6 of Swords, which is moving on, and they're moving to calmer waters. And see how the water's choppy here, and then this is calm. So they're moving into a calmer you're moving into calmer, and you're building. You want teamwork, you want collaboration. This is a stable, your work is being seen. And then we have the Nine of Swords, which is anxiety. So you're moving on, building, but it's causing you some anxiety. So what is causing you anxiety? Is it moving on from this relationship? Is it moving on to a work situation that's causing you anxiety? And your person's energy, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is they've planted a seed and they're watching things come to fruition. They want things to grow. This is like a long-term view type card. And then we have the King of Wands, which is fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. The King of Wands is an entrepreneur, but it can also be about obstacles. So they could be, you know, putting in this hard work, planting the seeds to overcome obstacles. And that, again, could be with you or within this relationship or within their life. Maybe they're going through things. And then we have the King of Cups, which is masculine, feminine energy. He's very emotionally balanced. It's a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Again, doesn't have to be. But it's emotionally balanced, a good leader, very compassionate, empathic leader, and they're very in tune with their intuition. So it looks like your person is, you know, maybe they could be overcoming obstacles and becoming more emotionally balanced. Maybe they were not very balanced before. Overall energy of the relationship, I do see the Five of Pentacles. So this can be about lack mindset. It can also be about being left out in the cold. So when you moved on, did you leave this person out in the cold? Or maybe, you know, they moved on. I definitely feel like, you know, there's some truth here. I definitely, with this intimacy and this Hierophant, I feel like this is somebody you're married to or somebody that you talked about marriage with, that you were planning to marry. But with this Five of Pentacles, it's feeling left out in the cold. Or it could just be about lack mindset. Maybe you're feeling like you're not financially stable. With the Temperance, we have the, it's a Sagittarius card, but it's also about like balance, patience, and, you know, it is divinely protected. And then we have the Empress here, which is like an abundant, a fertile energy, very abundant energy. So I feel like maybe you're just in a lack mindset. Maybe you're kind of in your head because you are in this like Nine of Swords. So maybe they revealed some truth to you that was pretty shocking to you, and you know, you were thinking about moving on. This could also be about moving on mentally because it is swords. It is a mental energy. So maybe you just kind of need to get out of this mental energy. But again, we can definitely clarify. So what is the Nine of Swords here? Energy, spirits. The Nine of Swords. What is this anxiety? Because that Nine of Swords, again, with the shocking, the turmoil, what did they reveal to you? And it could be different for each of you. What is this anxiety, this Nine of Swords energy here, spirits? Clarify this Nine of Swords. Okay. So it's about like expanding and making a choice to walk away. So this can also be about travel. So maybe you chose to move on and travel, but this is a choice. And you know, this can be the Union card. So maybe you chose to move on and travel and walk away from this union. Walk away from this marriage for whatever reason. Again, it's going to resonate differently for each of you because it is a general reading. So what do we not see coming in this connection, spirits? What do we not see coming in this connection? So we have the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. It's grief. The Three of Cups. Was there a third party involved? Did this person maybe have an affair? Did you have an affair? We have the Queen of Cups. So this is what we don't see coming, is like heartbreak, grief. I do see the Three of Cups, which is about a third party. So, you know, maybe this truth coming to light, maybe they had an affair, you had an affair. I do see the Queen of Cups, and then we had the King of Cups, which is divine partners. But it's also, the Queen of Cups is about using your intuition and your creativity. So maybe your intuition was telling you something. Maybe their intuition was telling them something. Maybe there was a lack of intimacy in the marriage, and one of you stepped outside of the marriage. So what are the actions and advice for the Watcher Spirits? What are actions and advice for the Watcher Spirit? Seven of Pentacles, which was what was in their energy. Look at the long-term view. You know, if this was someone you were gonna marry and there was a third party, then, you know, they saved you from having to go through a divorce and all of that trouble. 2 more cards, please, Spirits. Actions and advice for the Watcher, please, Spirits. Okay. So I have the Seven of Pentacles, which is, you know, plant those seeds for growth. Maybe grow something of your own. Up here it had, you know, that you wanted teamwork and collaboration. So maybe find collaboration through work, grow in your work, find progress in your career, focus on your money. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is about ambition. You know, be ambitious. Don't let this hold you back. Be determined, you know, whether it's with this person or on your own, definitely be determined. And then we have the Knight of Cups, which is be creative, find your creativity, be ambitious about what you want, focus on what you want to grow. You know, if this is not something you want to grow now that you've learned this truth, or now that they've learned this truth, then focus on what you do want to grow, what you do want to bring into fruition. And you know, it's all about refocusing our energy, focusing on what we do want, focusing on the good things that we do have. So let's get one of these for you. It says, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So maybe this was somebody it didn't work out for, so there is someone out there that is worth waiting for. Or maybe this person just decided, and you know, by third party, it doesn't even have to be another person. It can just be about, maybe they want to move somewhere and take a job somewhere else. Maybe they, it can be about addictions. It can be a lot of things. Third party doesn't have to be another person. So maybe they're going through things, and with this balance and patience, you just need to wait. And you know, I never encourage people to wait on anyone, but if this is someone that you are interested in, then maybe focus on your work for now, or focus on your creative projects, and let them kind of, you know, do what they need to do and go through what they need to go through. So I always advise, when you are in a relationship, even if you are in a relationship, it is wise to invest in yourself, because if you're not happy, how can you expect to make someone else happy? You know, and it's not your job to make them happy, but if you're happy, they're happy. Okay. So being charmed or used, enable, and boundaries. So maybe, you know, stick to your boundaries. Don't let this anxiety keep you up at night. You know, that's a hard place to be in. You're definitely going through it there. So, okay, that's what I have for you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.